Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you've grabbed a drink and you're here to join me for a spot of live crafting this evening. Have I got anyone joining me early on? I can see a few coming on now. Hello, lovely. You had me with all that lovely fruit. As soon as you got to that drink, I was like, oh. Hi, Sarah, bless you. How is everybody? Are we all good? And you are so happy today. I'm liking all these happy vibes out there at the minute. It's lovely. And I can see the lovely Audrey has hopped on. She's got her she said to me, I've got popcorn and hot chocolate ready. You going live tonight? Yes. Good evening, Karen. Good evening. I am very well, thank you. Very well indeed. And evening, Louise, Joanna, Diane, Julia. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you all so much. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I left the house, there was football on. Parcels are turning up. Yay! Score! Goal! That's our kind of football. That's the way we celebrate anyway. Good evening. Oh, hi, Aileen. Hello, Mum. I saw you pop in there. Jeanette, Kay. Oh, lovely to have you all here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do not add anything to your order. Let's see. Well, what am I going to do? You're in the other room tonight, Audrey. So you have you got your popcorn and hot chocolate? I'm hoping you're going to send some this way. And lovely Chris and Joy all watching together again. That is so lovely. I think it's really nice. You got Footy on in the background. Yeah, I'm sure I left Graham with Bertie on the sofa and Tanya and he said you can watch 15 minutes and then it's bedtime. I thought, yeah, right, you're kidding. That's never going to happen, 15 minutes. So I'm leaving him in good hands, and I do hope that half term starts though here soon. So here at the beach, what was it this afternoon? The boys were in the garden. Graham said it felt like the wind chill factor said that it was -7. But yeah, it was, I think, -1 at the time. Tina has -30 in Alberta. Oh, you definitely need your thermals there. Lovely, Lynn. Mwah. Loads of love to you, my lovely. And oh my goodness, so many of you on tonight. Thank you. Susan, Audrey's eating and watching. Thank you. Come watch with your eyes closed so you're not tempted to buy anything else. Well, what am I going for you tonight? Do you know, I thought I keep using lots of dies, so I thought I would perhaps peel it back a bit and go for punches, because I don't know about you, but when I first started crafting, the first few things that I loved was, no surprise, heat embossing. I love my heat embossing, and I still love my heat embossing, as I'm sure you have learnt from me by now. But a punch, stamp, punch, go. I mean, how quick and simple is that? So I thought, right, okay, punches, what can we pull out? And well, we've got the most incredible bundle at the moment, which you can, by buying that and some other bits bolted on, you could end up getting an even bigger bundle. So let me just see, what was that? Freya, looking forward to tonight. Hopefully no, it jumped then. Hopefully no one will be rude enough to interrupt my watching. I keep my fingers crossed for you. Yeah, -30 out in Alberta. I say it was -1 here earlier, but with a wind chill, it felt like -7 at one point, the boys said. Right, let me turn you round and let's see what I'm going to... do you know what? I kept... I love this set too, Joanna. I really do. I have been... I haven't got me there. Let me just get myself there so that I can check that I am all in shot. I started to have a play with this only today. I haven't otherwise, other than once, made one card. I haven't otherwise been playing with this, and so I thought I'd have a little go. Do you know what? Oh my goodness, I can't stop. I've got a couple of little sketches here. Now, admittedly, they're kind of all, oh, bless you, Danetta. No, you've not missed us. They're on a theme. I'm keeping it, tempt you to seal the deal. Well, you never know. I'm kind of keeping it relatively simple. So there's mainly stamping, punching, little bit of fussy cutting. I've got one die cut, but I've kind of pre-die cut that in advance. Other than that, it's just a little bit of paper, some strips, and there is a bit of heat embossing. So what have we got? Finally playing with the strawberries. I know, I've been wanting to play with it. You've been waiting for so long. Oh dear, what have I done there? And I think you're going to be seeing a lot more, because as I say, what I'm going to do this evening is I'm going to use this. So this is the main sweet strawberry set that you can get as a bundle with your punch, which is just brilliant. I love it, love it, love it. But what really kind of threw it for me was in Celebration. For those that are not aware, we've got a deal on at the minute that if you in the UK, if you spend £90, you can choose this for free, which is a whole load of beautiful papers and another stamp set, Berry Blessings. So it had me thinking, I'm a real creature comfort girl, me, and I pretty much, unless we're doing like poached eggs, I'm berries every morning for breakfast. I'm just creature of habit. So I thought, well, we'll merge the two and we'll do some berries. So I've got both sets to play with, which I'm loving. But the punch goes with this one. So I'm going to show you a little tip. Now, I was going to do this on the Stamparatus and then decided not to. So I'm going to pull out the strawberry. So you've got like two-step stamping. There's for your outline, and then your kind of like the full colour. Greek yoghurt, usually strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and then homemade granola. And that is me. I am good to go there. Then you've got a leaf, and again, you've got the solid and the outline. Let me just do that for you. And then you've got the little part that goes on the top, the little stalk, and then a flower, which I'm going to do the outline of. So, okay, so here is the Celebration set is the other one, is Berry Blessings, which has got your blueberries and your blackberries. Well, they would be blackberries or raspberries. I don't know which way you'd look at that, or could they just be either? I don't know. You tell me if you think. That's the same breakfast that you have as well, with a squeeze of honey. Now, I would normally have a squeeze of honey. However, I'm trying so hard to get back into my elimination diet, because I really do. I suffer when I have sugar and wheat, and I really need to change that. So I've quit the honey for the moment. Right. So razzleberries, I like that. So when you get your punch, if you on a scrap, literally just punch it, take it in as far as it will go and just punch. And then I always just sort of write which side is the uppermost. Then someone on here did a card with the outline of the strawberry in the gilding flakes. It was lush. Ooh, I bet it was. I'm going to have to go in search of that. Right, so let me just move those over there, because I'm not really in shot otherwise. Right, so what I want to do is I've punched that, and I want to pick up all these elements, but I want to do them in a series of colours. So I need to do, I'm nesting that into there. Honey is the only food that does not go off. Oh. I never knew that. I never knew that. Right, so here we go. Let me just get my fringe out of the way. I never knew that, Alison. But you learn something new every day. Right, I'm going to pick that up at the end of one block, and then I can flip it over. This is particularly useful if you're using one red. I'm actually going to use two, but I thought I'd show you this because this is useful if you're using one red and you do the outline and then you ink up and do your second generation stamping. It's all on the one to have it that way. So that's for my reds. Then I'm going to do for my blocks are going in the house tonight. My greens, so there we go, and then I'll turn it that way and I'll put, so that's for my greens. I use this tip particularly when I'm doing some events and I haven't quite got enough blocks to facilitate every single. So here we go again. So I can do maybe there and twist it round. Put that one in. Audrey, you'd know about the honey then, wouldn't you? You make your honey and it was delicious what you gave me. There's that. Bertie absolutely adores his honey. And then this last one I shall just do quite simply that. That's just going to be done in a black. I must say they're such good quality. Our blocks are fantastic blocks. They really are. These, I mean, they do get very much trashed in the sense that they get used a lot. When I am running my events, I've got a great big tub that is just full of blocks, and they do get some use, but they have lasted me. Yes, they're starting to look a little bit. You can certainly tell the difference when I get a new one, but hey, a little clean and they are still good to go. So I've now got that template, and now I'm going to sit that onto there. I'm just going to use the post-it note to hold it in place. You could use washi tape or whatever. And then I'm going to stamp through those, but because it's second generation, it just makes it easier. Now what you could do is if you were doing all of that in, say, black, then you could put them all on one. But I'm not. I'm doing the different colours. So I thought I would do it that way. Now, the colours I am using are, my greens are Old Olive. So I'll use that. Let's just, I might just pull you up a fraction to give me a bit of nose space, so to speak. And Granny Apple Green is going to be my kind of solid. Let's put those that end. And my greens. Now I'm going to be needing a fair few of these, so I'm going to stamp a few. Sorry, that was Cherry Cobbler for my outline and Poppy Parade for my solid. And then I'll use the black for the flower, which I'll then colour in. So what we will do, for instance, so my strawberry. Oh, you really can't see that. Let's just do that. Okay, my strawberry. Ink up first with my Cherry Cobbler, or the other way around, it really doesn't matter, and nest through here. I've gone off a little bit of a kilter, but never mind. Then with my Poppy Parade, and go over the top. There's my strawberry done. I'll show you the one, and then we'll get doing, I probably should have stamped a whole load of these first. There's my green leaf. In fact, why didn't I put, we'll do that in a minute. That was really daft of me. I did this earlier and I didn't do it this time round. I will change this in a moment because I could put that one on there as well. I didn't think to that. So we will do that in a moment. Where are we? And then I can do both greens at the same time. That was what I was meant to do. And then that there. you'll still get the idea of where I'm going with this. Chris from Australia, you must be just up with a cup of coffee in hand. And then there's that. I was told today that I went to see the homeopath today, which is why I know I really do need to get back onto my elimination diet. And she told me I need to start cutting back on my caffeine, my coffee, my love for coffee. So now you see, all of those can be punched out together. She says, and all of a sudden she feels really shaky. Yes, do you know, you could absolutely use the Stamparatus. You really could. I was going to. I got it out earlier, and then I wanted to try and do the kind of 2 and 3 step stamping. And in the end, I thought, you know, actually, this is just as easy, rather than the keep flipping the plates, which is easy to do. But let's just change that, because we can put, give that a clean, and then we can put the skeleton one with this, so that I do both greens, and that will save even more time. There's my greens. All right, then let's put the solid of that one in there, and that one, and then granny apple. Yeah, so then that's only one block. I don't need that one any longer. I should have done that from the beginning. And then let's try it the other way around this time. Let's try the Poppy Parade first, because sometimes, can you see all this? Yes. Sometimes doing the solid is easier, and sometimes doing the outline first is easier. So whichever you prefer, but there you go. That was quick to... And then my black again, which I've just put the lid back on. I've just re-inked that. I'm going to have a re-inking day, I think, this weekend. So then you can just quite simply move that along, do it again, keep going. And I do need to do a few. So I'm going to do, I think, probably 3. Oh, I forgot that I'd got that one on there. And now I'll worry about that one in a minute. I've got 2 or 3 of these stamped ready to go, so we can get started on something. Ink up my reds, and then strawberries. I do love strawberries. There's that. There's my little flower. Little flower. Move along. Yeah, these are so vibrant. They're just so lovely. Do love a good strawberry. Bertie made I didn't think it was going to be nice actually, but he made a strawberry crumble a couple of weekends ago, and I have to say it was very nice. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. You know, you can use the small balloon punch to cut out the flower, which is really useful. Really? Oh, my questions on here. I didn't know that. I shall have a look at that in a minute. See, I love it when we find out these things. Somebody has found that out, if that's not yourself. Either way, I'm impressed. And it's just, yeah, these things are good to know. So there we go. I've done a little row. So I'll have a few to get me going. And strawberry farmers. I'd never had strawberry crumble, Julia. And I was sceptical, I will admit. Oh, that was a tough old one. But it was really nice. I was pleasantly surprised. I think I've missed a few questions, so apologies if I have. My phone didn't appear to be scrolling quite as well. Yeah, gold star for you, Louise. Go to the top of the class. I've got to find that punch. Are you talking about this punch? That one there? To go with... Does it go with the larger one? Because that looks a little... That's too big for that one, which didn't punch the best. But it looks like it could be that side. You need the recipe, Sarah. A strawberry and rhubarb. Ooh, I do love a crumble. I do love a crumble. Apple or rhubarb? Apple or rhubarb are my two most favourites. Right, let's just move those out the way a minute. Now, I have found, yeah, the large one, pear crumble. I've got a real thing for pears at the minute because they're not too sweet. So I can that's kind of okay for me to have. Look at that. How cute is that? How cute. Now you could make these. Oh, just take your little, oops. I mean, they look juicy. They look yummy. That one's a little bit off. That was the first one I punched, which wasn't the best. Pear and raspberry. See, I would imagine something like pear and blackberry would be lovely. A real kind of autumnal. Let's just get rid of some of that white edge there. I'm going to have to look back at these. Apricot crumble. All these different crumbles. Peach. Add chocolate chips to the crumble mix so they're pairing at the chocolate sauce. Oh, you lot are naughty. There. And look, I think, the little stalks on these, I think these make them look like they've got a character. Because when you stick them on and you start kind of tilting them off at different angles, I think it kind of, as I say, gives them a bit of character. I just think that, do you know the bit I love? Is the little bit between the fruit and the crumble. That, like, yummy, gooey bit. It's naughty, yummy. There, look, see? Change the angle of it and it almost gives it a little bit of character. So we've got a few of those done to get us started. What was that? Blackberry and apple crumble with clotted cream. You can keep the clotted cream. I'm not a cream person. It disagrees with me, but yeah. Strawberry farm we go to each year. Beautiful memories. Oh, there's Michaela. She was a toddler sitting at the end. You've got a Michaela as well, Christine. I didn't know that. Or have we discussed this because of the spelling? Oh. I'm always, her clothes soaked in juice. I bet, yeah. Right, what have I got? So now I'm going to do, since my breakfast usually consists of strawberries and usually, undoubtedly, blueberries, I felt we needed some blueberries. So I'm now going to bring in, this is the freebie set. So this is the one you get with your Celebration offering with in the UK a £90 order. You could choose this if you wanted. So let's bring I'm going to have to concentrate on that response a little more there, Christine. I feel that needs a different response. But yeah, I'm always curious for other Michaelas and the spelling. So I've got my blueberries. I've got my leaves. And again, there's the two-step stamping of the leaves. This one's a little more difficult to turn round and do. Although, yeah, no, we won't do that. So I'm only going to do a couple of these for this card. And we'll do that and that. And let's get that one back in there and pick that one up. did I say I've got here? Granny apple green. Granny apples, they're good as well. I do like my fruit, I must say. Can't think of a fruit that I don't like, actually, other than cherries. I'm fussy with cherries, actual cherry, cherries, but I wouldn't thank you for cherry flavoured things. No, that's not for me. Right, now let's get these blueberries in. So blueberries need a nice gold. I'm using every block there is under the sun here tonight. I'm going to bring in a colour I don't frequently use. What yoghurt do I have? Just a Greek yoghurt. Percentage ways of... Oh, what's on the percentage sign? What? 5 ways of spelling? Do you know what, Mum? I think nowadays, there used to be, so I'm going to use Pacific Point. I think it used to be 5 ways. I think it's increased, actually, nowadays, because of the number of... countries that have it as a fairly common name now. Look at those. Love them. So there is the outline of those. Now using the same colour this time, which I could do with the others. I could just second generation do it and change it up. But now, what do we reckon? Dark or lighter? I kind of think the dark. I think it needs the bold. One of your favourite blues. It's funny actually, I don't dislike it, but it's amazing how little I use it. But it just seemed it was the first blue I went to for this, and I just think looks lovely. I just think this is a really happy set to play with. And yeah, you've got lots that you can be doing with this. Now I am going to do a spot of fussy cutting because this one doesn't have dies with it. So dies or a punch actually. Would be nice if it did. But now I don't know about you, there's some sets that I look at and I think, but would I really want to send a card that's got blueberries on it? Well, why not? Blackberry Bushel was a really good... Yes, that would have been an incredible... I don't have that any longer. I did get rid of mine, but that would have been an incredible colour blue to use on these, actually. Yeah, that would. Really lovely. Right, let's whiz around here. Now, one of the cards that I'm going to do tonight, I probably should have done that one first, actually, but never mind, we'll go back to that one, is I'm going to recreate a card that was actually not quite one of my first, but not far off. One of my first creations I did at a class. I used to go up a mountain in Wales with my mum and pick blueberries. I love blueberries. I'm going to make blueberry muffins this weekend. But I'm going to be sent a recipe that is kind of like sugar-free and using buckwheat flour, I think she said. So that they're all things that I will be able to have fairly easily and not have the issues that I'm having. All my sneezing fits have returned and I'm not sleeping right because of it all. So time to look after myself and yeah, head back to my elimination. I fear it's going to be a lot harder this time, but needs must. There we go. Forgive me, I can see messages popping up. But I'm sure you agree, I don't want to cut my fingers. Graham, however, has been doing the edge of our shower and very nicely sliced his thumb the other day. And, yeah, right mess. It's a bit drier, is it, Lindsay? That's, I say that's good to hear. I mean, that's good. It's good to be aware of. That it's can't, yeah, she said to put dark chocolate, the darkest of possible, because I'm allowed that. Thank goodness for that. With blueberries. Right, have I got everything that I wanted here? Yes, I think I have. Okay, let's just close up some of these for now, because otherwise I can see what's going to happen, and I don't want that to happen. So I've cut some card. What I've done tonight is I've cut some card bases in Whisper White or Basic White, whichever you're currently ordering in. I'm still using up my supply of Whisper White, actually. So I've got a Whisper White card base, and I have cut just some layers that are 3 1/4 inch. So it's just like an inch short of the edge here. Now I've cut several of these so that pretty much every card that I choose to do, oh yeah, dark chocolate, the higher the better. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's my absolute favourite. And funny enough, Bertie loves dark chocolate too. He's not a lover of white chocolate, but he does like milk chocolate, but white chocolate he's not so much. So I've cut several of these, but to show that you can do different designs, different layouts, but with the same pieces. So you could cut multiples of these. So what am I going to do first? One of the papers, one of these free papers, is this lovely. I love that. It just looks like a summer sort of check tablecloth, and you've got strawberries and flowers on the other side, which you can punch out as well, but I'm going to use that side. So let's get making a card now. We've done a bit of punching, and oh yeah, no, I buy many berries in our house, and I have to say we're very lucky. Bertie loves them too, so that's good. He gets lots of yumminess there. So let's just, so I did a similar style to this last week. I've cut some strips of black, same length as the card, but just quite simply a little strip that I will then add in behind there to add some real contrast. And the reason I'm doing that is these colours are really bold. Oh no, they could never last a week in our house. Never. Because these are so bold, I wanted a contrast to be just as bold and solid, and that's why I've picking out a bit of black in here. So shall I stick that down first? Yes. I don't know why I just turned that over. Both sides are the same, but let's just line that up with one side, and then pick that up there, showing as much or as little as you want to. There we go. Let's just trim that off. Oops. Oh dear, just snipped into that. Never mind, never mind. Went a bit happy with my scissors there. Okay, so now what I am going to do is I want this to kind of overhang a little bit. Shall I raise that up? I'm tempted to, actually, so that there's a bit of dimension to that. So let's get some of my dimensionals. I might also, I want to do a cluster here. I'm going to bring in a couple of strawberries. Look at those colours, punchy colours. Right, so I would like some little flowers. So I'm going to bring in this set, this image frozen blueberries. Now we've made, y'all can put them over here. That sounds nice. We have made it into like a frozen yogurt style from the freezer. Let's just take that off of there. I'm running out of blocks. And I think we'll do a little bit of flourish out there. So I'm going to use Old Olive. And I'm going to ink up kind of that top half. Oop. And just put that in the background. Okay. Now I've done my stamping, I can raise that up. If I'd done it the other way round, I wouldn't have been able to. So let's get some dimensionals on here. And a few. I'm going to do 4 down the sides and then a few in the middle to just take the weight. We have got a new card replacement for our Whisper White. It's now called Basic White. I can't tell you anything about it as yet because I haven't started using I'm still using up my Whisper White. I've stamped that on the wrong side. Never mind. Never. We'll do it that way. Now it is that way. Just got a bigger black band than I had anticipated, but never mind. A lot of that's going to get covered in a minute. So, yeah, I haven't started playing with Basic White yet because I haven't had a need to. Now I'm going to raise that up on there so that I've got 2 strawberries but kind of nested together. Then, as I was coming up with some ideas earlier and making this, I thought to myself, I'll use some of those leaves. I felt as though we needed a really happy sentiment. And so I couldn't help but bring out a new stamp set. That happy is just so happy. I know I put the dimensionals on the wrong side. I put it, yeah, but then I'd stamped on that side, so never mind. I should have had a lot narrower gap of strip of black, but hey, never mind. We'll continue with it. But I thought this happy is just quite literally so happy. So I've actually already stamped and embossed that because I wanted to fussy cut it, and I thought I'll spare you watching me fussy cut all of that, but I thought that would be lovely over the top of this to really bring out a punchy happy. So we'll layer that up there, and I did a birthday to go with it somewhere at the same time. Where is it? I did do a birthday. Mind you, if you could see this desk, I probably buried it. Where is my birthday? Okay, maybe I'm going to have to do another one. No, can't see it. I don't know what I've done with that. So we'll do another, and then we will we can add some of the little flowers here. And if you give them a little curve, we can add a couple of those. Like that. Yeah, so You know what I'm going to say in a moment. Commit! What have I done with that word happy? Birthday, I mean. There it is. There it is. There we go. I thought I would get those two done. So that is where that's going to go. So it's a real cluster, but it is really happy. And so that is what I wanted, exactly what I wanted. So let's now get some of these pieces stuck down. Let's take those ones off and then commit down here. And then up here. Oh, I can't believe that I did that the wrong way around. Never mind. Never, never, never. Wasn't quite the way I wanted it. You like that? See, it's like you wouldn't have thought sending a card that's got blueberries on. If I'd said that to you before you saw before you saw the stamp set, you'd be thinking, really? But it's just so happy. Wait, I think it's very happy. Let's put that one in there. Cover those ones up a little bit. I'm happy to see a bit in the background. And I'm happy to see the kind of stems, because that's what I want to see. And then I'll stick that one down flat there. All right. Then that will go over there, which we'll get the black. Since it's on black card, we will use the little... these got crushed in my bag going to and from the house. It's so fresh and screams summer. That's what I thought. I'm a little peeved. That's a little bit too much black there. I wanted some, but not quite that much. And I think it would have been a little fresher still. But it's happened. I'm not going to dwell on it. And we will continue, and I'm sure it will still be just as lovely. But there we go. We'll put that there. And then, now if the insides of the the insides of that loop and that loop there bothered you from being black, you could use a little circle punch. One of the really little ones, and then get your scissors into it. That's the way I would get in there and get, there you go. Then glue dots, what have I done with them? Buried them. Use my glue dots to add those, and then that final little touch, we will then use some pearls. We'll put that happy on in a moment. We'll use some pearls, and we will use, what have I got here? I think this is the dark daffodil delight. Dark daffodil delight. And then with whichever size you feel is most fitting, I'm just going to go round and round in circles with my blends pen. Being an alcohol-based pen, it will take two different surfaces. So I can colour those up and then, transfer that to the inside of my little flowers. And if I felt I needed another, I could do another, but I think I'm going to leave it there. And we'll have, where do we want the birthday? How far do we want the birthday? Or do we put it over there? Where do you think the birthday should go? Do you know, I'm just going to turn the heater off because it's a little roasty toasty. I love mixing the different fonts. Where do you think this should go though? Do you think that's right there, or do you think it should kind of, I feel like over there it's starting to kind of cover up. Although I don't know, actually, looking through the camera. What do you think? I'm going to leave you, if you colour once you have a few seconds and colour it again, it changes them. I'm addicted to colouring the pearls. Yes, I went through a phase of being addicted. Right where you have it. Now, with a time delay, don't cover the happy. So leave it where it is now. Down a touch, up a touch, down a touch, up a touch. That leaf is right. Like that. Straight, or do you think it needs to be at an angle? Maybe at an angle. What do you reckon? I'll use glue dots to add this. Angle or straight? Like it touching the P's. I quite like it touching the P's. PPY sitting on the word straight. I knew you'd have to say that, Alison. That's like an OCD, straight. About there. Let me look in the... Yeah, liking this. Liking this. It's a real punch of just colour and vibrancy. Let's put some... I think this end might need a dimensional under it probably, but let's just... Happy birthday. There. I like that. Nice and cheerful. Very, very, very cheerful. Lots of punchy colours. And just, yes, okay, you know, I've done a bit of fussy cutting and I've had to stamp quite a few, but not a tricky card at all. Not at all. So good. I am pleased you like. Let me just clear the decks a tiny bit so that I can move that. Sorry, I just knocked the camera. But yeah, I'm pleased with that, liking that. So we've got some left over that we can use on another card. So what's my next card? There's another one I thought about. Another one that I thought about. I think I need one more. Let's open these up. Got a few little sketches here of what I was sort of considering. So let's try a different orientation. It's same colours, same bits. Actually, I will use a longer piece because we will now go... What am I looking for? We will do... Don't want that. Let's have a little go with... Okay, I want at least another strawberry. So let's bring that back in and pop that on there. Ah, I'm pleased you like that. Good, good, good. You can think of me when I'm having my berries tomorrow morning. There's my strawberry. Then, oops, old olive. What a great colour that is. That's a real staple in our stash. With one of my favourites, the Granny Apple Green. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And just... I probably don't need that one because I do happen to have a few spare. All right, so there's that. Then I'm going to... I kind of almost wish these were in one big set, actually, because you keep almost forgetting which piece is in which one. Can't afford to spend another 90, can't buy the stamps. Yeah, it's a beautiful set, and I do love the blueberries as well. But yes, you do need the £90 in order to get these ones as a freebie. Where's, have I got another block that's not so big? No, so we'll remove it and do it that way. Okay, so talking of blueberries, I'm going to do again 2 of these. And then, as I say, these are kind of, they're using the same kind of elements, just very, very slightly different layout. Just to show you kind of what you can do by mixing things a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at all these different suggestions for crumbles. Do you know, I don't actually think I know anyone who doesn't like a crumble. Bertie loves crumble. But yeah, I don't know anyone who doesn't. So let's go that way round this time. So you don't have to do the outline, but I do like the outline. It just really pulls it, packs a punch. It could be carried over. I don't know anything, so don't read into anything that I'm saying. It could very well, yeah, you never know. Sometimes these things happen, but it is particularly lovely. Particularly lovely. Let's go over the top with that. And I'm not completely over that, so I don't know. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I'm actually probably not going to bring in the... whether we're calling them raspberries or blackberries or whatever tonight. I might just stick to these. But there we go. God, this is quite a stiff old punch, this particular one of mine. There's that. There's my glue dots again. Do love my glue dots. Really useful for that little... So I've got 3 berries, 3 strawberries there. And then, so this time we are going to, let's just move that. We are going to, I've got another kind of regular card, but this time I've got one opening this way, that I'm going to do landscape this time rather than portrait. Your ice cream punch keeps... Do you know what they say? The best thing you can do, mind your feet and don't do it on a like wooden floor that it might get dented. But they actually recommend dropping it. And sometimes it just kind of jolts it a little bit and it puts it into alignment somehow. Ask me how I know. I've had to do that a couple of times. So I've got that 3 1/4 inch piece. This time I thought I'd do it that way, so I'm going to do some edging top and bottom. So I've got this one again, and I'm going to do that this time and just change things up a little bit, but not massively. But it will just make it look very slightly different. Really simple 1-inch strips of paper, so you can yield an awful lot out of your pack, whether it be this pack that you're doing or whether it be that you're making a different card. You can, this particular, you know, this layout, you can yield an awful lot from your DSP. Make it go a long way. Incorporate the down exactly, and you can, it's not using masses, but it's a great way of just using enough to showcase it and get a flash of colour in there without going too mad. So this time, because the orientation is going to be this way, I want to, let's just do my little bit of stamping that I'm going to do first. So I want to Again, I really love where you can get these little bits of flowers in. So, do you know, I haven't used this much, but even just using it this evening, I can feel it's getting quite dusty again and needs cleaning. It's going to be well loved, this. Now, how light will that come out? I'm going to stamp this off, I think. So what I want to do, actually, let's just get these quickly cut. Forgive me, I should have probably, knowing that I was going to do a fair few of these, I should have probably done some of these before I went live so that you didn't have to watch me fussy cutting and hear me dribbling on. But hopefully I'm not going to keep you. Yeah, tonight I remembered I did a class. Gosh, there might be one of two of you on here that may remember. I take them into the house, Louise. I fill a bowl with soapy water, and I carefully put them in there, make sure that you haven't got any danger of the little tiny pieces of a particular stamp set going down a sink or anything. And I literally give them a good old clean with soapy water, and then get them to dry, and they bounce back with vigour, with a real nice stickiness again. If I kind of like really needed to do it now, then I might use I've got in my cabin here some like antibacterial wipes, and I might do it with that to just take some of the dust off of it. But yeah, generally speaking, if I feel that the stamp set really needs it, I'll take it into the house, which I might well do with me tonight, because I'm going to take my blocks in tonight. And oops. There we go. Let's round these. Nearly there. Right, that bit's not going to get seen anyway. Okay, so this time I'm going to do kind of like a cluster across the middle here. So we'll have those going like that, and we will add, we'll stamp that off, and we'll add a little bit there. Yeah. Then we will do 3 strawberries in the middle. That one in the middle. Oops. Now we've got to decide on a sentiment for this one, because that's something I haven't got. So the types of sentiments we've got: happy birthday, you sweet thing. We could just do a simple thank you. That was so sweet of you. On this one, you've got wishing you the very best. The very, very best. I might have a different idea for that one in a minute, possibly. What do you reckon? Do we just do a... I reckon either the birthday or the thank you. What do you think? Love the pop of freshness. I just find this set really... It is a real pop of freshness. That was so sweet of you. That was on this one, wasn't it? That one. Yeah, because you could actually do that was so sweet of you and thank you on the inside. Yeah, let's do that one. We will do that one. Holly says, reckon. Oh, hello, I reckon. All I saw was the latter half of what you said, Holly. Reckon. Okay, which Which one's that? I might do that one. I might do that. We could use that one on the next one. In fact, I wonder, you might recognise a card. So tonight, I went through, I haven't told her this yet, one of my, well, she started as a customer. She became a good friend and a team member. And she came to a class that I did when we used to have a stamp set that had a whole load of strawberries in. And so I remembered her posting something about this class that she went to that she loved, where she did these cards with strawberries on. And I thought, wonder if I went back and had a look whether I could recreate the card that I did. So that's going to be my attempt this evening, is to recreate another gold star for you. I'm going to punch you some gold stars and send them to you. So yeah, I thought I might give it a whirl at recreating one of my first kind of class cards, but updating and doing something with new product. Just because I thought it might be a fun thing to do. I like doing that sometimes. You know, you've done something before, and if you liked it before, that's never to say it's not going to work again. And why not give it another whirl? Right, so I'll add that one down there, and we'll add those in. Yeah, I like that off at an angle a little more, I think. That one there. Then we'll have on dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals? You'll treasure them. Oh, maybe I should make you a card with the stars on. So far you have 2. That's just from this evening. Bless you. Oh, I'm so pleased people are starting to get orders through. It's good. It's good to hear. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'll have that way. And then we will tuck that one in under there. We can always add a tiny bit of movement to that. So that when you stick it in, it's not totally flat. You can always do it the other way on the other side. And do... lost them. Get that one in under. Okay, that's not going quite so far because it's getting caught on the dimensional. So we snip that off and we cheat and we use glue dots and we take it in closer. It doesn't, we don't want it to marry up too much actually. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. Okay, then we will, always love getting happy, it brightens my day. Ah, Louise, bless you. Bless you, you're very sweet. Thank you. I'm actually getting quite a few, let's see if I can get this right this time, quite a few cards that I could do with sending out some love and happiness, cheer some people up. So you never know, I might just, if you've not had a card from me before and you would like one, then let me know. And if I don't have your address, let me know. And I'm going to go through my rather full tub at the moment because there's only so many I can send to friends and family and loved ones. before they've actually had them. And I'm like, have I sent this to them before? So at the beginning of our first lockdown, I went through all of my displays and I sent out a whole load of cards just to share the love, just to brighten people's day, really, and just say hello. Oh, Tina, please do let me know. Honestly, send me, ping me your address and I will happily send a card your way, happily. I just think we make these cards, we're meant to send them, so it's important. And likewise, anybody else, just ping me a message or say so here and then ping me your address if I don't have it. And I'll send some love out. And it helps, yeah, gives inspiration. And there we go. Okay. So that little thin skinny black border helps to tie it all together, and in a minute we'll pull in the sentiment. So this sentiment, let's do blueberries. Right in there. And you can see that's got a blue tinge to it now. So I have got black cardstock to do so that they have a theme of being the same. Let's... Oh, that's a stitched one. Oh, I'll put that in my little tub there and use a different one, because if that's stitched, that could be used for something else. There we go. That's better. Okay. That's another thing I need to go through. I'm hoping to have a full crafty day tomorrow. I'm tempting you with this set, am I, Jeanette? It's just so cheerful. It really is. I love it. What am I looking for? Versamark. That's what I'm looking for. I've just ordered myself a new Versamark. I just felt this one has been going the rounds now for I don't know how long, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. All right. Let's now probably... I think this Versamark is on its way out. And that's another... Oh no, that's okay. Right. Someone's just getting... I'm definitely getting this set now. The deal is sealed. I know how to spend your money. So cheerful. I may need to buy this set, says Holly, and convince me that I need strawberries to go with my blueberries. You absolutely do. You need the lot. It's just lovely. There we go. Let's clear that. It's just cheerful. Just cheerful. Right, so let's give this a trim down now. I think that's straight. Difficult to tell when you're so close to the end. And we'll just take that in a little. It's off a minor kilter, but I might just... that's too solid. I do sometimes prefer... The font is beautiful. I love the combination fonts. They are something that I particularly love. See, that's better. I find I get closer when I'm using my scissors. Let's just move that a minute. Right, and then let's just see if we can add a few of these. to here. Then we'll bring in those coloured pearls again. See, so I've not really changed anything up here. I'm just, and I might put a third flower in here. Although that one's not stamped particularly well. So, fussy cut the sentiment a little bit. I must admit, I'm feeling it's a bit bulky. I just wanted to see if, oh, there we go. Just wanted to see, yeah, Audrey thinks the same. I thought I'd just see how the flowers scattered over it, if that helps to kind of calm it down a bit, but I'm not sure that it is. It just seems very heavy looking in the middle. It's nice, but I do think it needs... I tell you what. Let's take it, let's keep going in, and then in a minute. Right, that's the narrowest that could be as a block. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is too big. It's too heavy for this. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to do this. I do like my big scissors because then you get one nice long, don't get me wrong, I love my paper snips, but I do like it when you can just do one really nice long cut. Right, there's that. Oh. And then I like chopping my sentiments. I like fussy cutting around them and I like chopping them. Yeah, again, it's a bit like the different fonts. It's the different looks to them. Right, where is the... There it is. And my Versamark. It's probably going to burn my fingers here now, but... You're all going, that's really foolish, Michaela. You are. You're going to burn yourself. And in a minute, we're all going to be going, told you. Hopefully, yes, I have. I have got some tweezers. And I'm interested in the word sweet in the middle. Yep, tweezers it is, Holly. I'm guessing you are watching from home and you're not at work on a break. I'm hoping you have some, time at home. Some time off. Right, so then let's now cut round sweet. So then we can have one that is kind of cut round and then two little straight bits that go with it. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Got Valentine's Day at the weekend. We decided we're going to do like a Valentine's meal on Saturday. We've said to Bertie, right, we've got to make a menu up and we're going to set the table and we're going to treat it as if we're at a restaurant. So I might get him to serenade us. He can serenade us on the piano. Let's just get rid of that for the minute. I'm getting my scissors caught on it. There we go. Sweet. Are you going to dress up? Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe a nice dress. I'll tell Graham to wear a shirt for a change because he's been in kind of like polo shirts and that, and kind of quite relaxed style. What do we think to that? It's a little less heavy, isn't it now? Let's pull. I need another for the third one. Yeah, maybe I should put a nice dress on for a change. And then we thought we'd watch a nice kind of like, I said to Bertie, well, maybe we'll find like a nice movie that's kind of, we're very much into our family movies at the moment. And I said, maybe we should watch a nice movie that's kind of like a bit like a love movie, you know, kind of like maybe, what's it? I can't think what one it is now. Where you have the dancing teacups, Disney film. Come on, Alison, you'll know that one. Beauty and the Beast. Words would show up better on white. Black on white, you mean? Or... See, I'm trying to cover this cluster here. I'm looking. Although I could, they're not stuck down. We could have it down there in the Beauty and the Beast, yes. He wasn't so impressed with that though. He was a bit like, that's a girly film, mummy. So then I kept trying to come out with some others, and he, again, thought it was quite girly. So I was like, that Lady and the Tramp. You know, maybe something like that. That might be nice. We're just trying to make it fun and a bit topical. So I don't know. We'll come up with something, I am sure. Right, where do we think? Across the top white space. Oh. Maybe it needs a banner. Maybe that's what it... You know that banner that I did, was it last week? Or do you think that's... I'm looking at it through the bigger screen there. It doesn't look wrong, but it... Middle, yeah. Let me just... What stamp set is that in? It's in the... let me just see if I can find it. Not that one. I think it's down here, isn't it? Let's just see if... Do you remember these? I know I said I wasn't going to do dies, but what I said and what I do is different things. Maybe a banner. It might cover too much up, but let's just see. Let us just cut one and see if that's the answer to what we want. It might be, it might not be. So I'm not going to stamp on this, but I'll use it as a... But it might be that it covers too much of the strawberries and bits and bobs. But you see, it could be that you kind of did... squished that down. Yeah, see, I think that covers too much, doesn't it? I think that covers too much. Yeah. No, it was worth trying, but it's not right. So let's make a decision. And the front of, you're allowed to change your mind, yeah. A vellum banner, yeah, that could possibly do it. I think a banner will detract, yeah, I read that one, yeah. Too much, yeah. No, 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 no. Stand away. So, do I go back to the middle? Do I change the sentiment completely? You're all laughing. Middle, middle. Bottom left is about the only corner I haven't tried, actually. Or who has it said that? Pam, that's about the only corner I haven't tried. Do you know, I'm almost tempted to commit to where I've got it right now. Put sweet on top of your fussy cut flowers in the middle. Sweet on top of the fussy cut flowers in the middle. What, put these flowers? Or would that not be too? Do you know, I'm going to, right, where it is now. Yeah, let's just go for this. Otherwise we could be here all night fussing with one when I've got one other that I was going to do. Now, last week, you may recall there was a card that I did and I said that I wanted to do another version of it and make it a little bit more antique-y because I didn't feel like I'd kind of done it enough. I did do it. I have photographed it. I sent it because the sentiment that I put on it was appropriate for somebody that I sent it to. But I will be putting that out on my blog for you all to see the updated version of it. But I did do it, so you will see that. Gosh, these are tiny little, and then we'll add a bit of that end. There, I've committed to that now. And then we will put these little flowers on, and that is us done on that one. We'll add one flower in there. So sweet. And then those ones there. You like. Good, good, good. You like it with the words spread out. Yeah. Oh, I think to be fair, do you know, you could put these in so many different places and I don't think they'd look wrong wherever you put them. You know, down here, up there, it looks lovely wherever. But there you go. There's a second one to go with a really kind of fruit basket coming together here. Now, this was the card that I thought I'm going to go back to when one of my first ever classes. So I have punched a whole load of strawberries in preparation for this because this does need quite a few strawberries. Lots of love hearts for those. Thank you. Thank you. You want strawberries now. Juicy strawberries. Makes me wishing for the strawberry season. And for us, it won't be too much longer. But yeah, really, really sweet cards. I like these. Happy with those. So let's do, this is a card that, gosh, I wonder how many I know for a fact one of my lovely friends' team, and started off originally as a customer, is now a good friend. If I don't think she's on here tonight, Alison Harbour. If anybody knows the lovely Alison, I know she posted this to her. The odd. Ooh, I seized up there. I might need the odd one. I thought I'd done enough, but obviously not. So let's just quickly. Yeah, she posted this to her Facebook page when she came to my class all those years back. And I remembered she'd done that. So tonight I went in search of it, found it. I thought I should recreate it using new product. So that's what I thought I would do tonight. There's that. So I don't know how many others may remember this class or may have seen Alison's post with it on. But yeah, I thought I would just do a play on it, and I'm not necessarily going to need the flower. So there's that. So as I say, you know, all of this tonight has been very much strawberries, blueberries, leaves, the same paper, same colours, nothing more than that. But what am I looking for? Oh, I've hooked them back up again. But it was just to show how you can create different kind of looks. There we go. I may not need that. Different kind of looks. You are welcome, Susan. Thank you. So, a card that I did, we had a set that had a little bird in it and some strawberries and some little stitch work, I seem to recall. And I did a card all those years back that had an edge of strawberries. Please let that be enough. Yes. Good, good, good. Right. So, actually, we'll start at the top because then I can overlap them well. So, I can't remember what the set was called. I'll have to see if Alison wouldn't mind me posting her photo, or if indeed I can find one of my own. 2 of your 5 a day. It is very much, yeah, I'm giving you 3 of your 5 a day here in one Facebook Live, or 2 of your 5 a day, depending on which way you want to look at it. 3 cards, 3 of your 5 a day. 2 fruits, strawberry and blueberry, 2 of your 5 a day. Whichever way you want to look at it, it's still a plus. There and there. Now this could be with any. This could be flowers, this could be blueberries, this could be pretty much anything that you wanted this to be. So that doesn't want to go too angled actually. I'll leave those. Right. Then let's just shut those up because I know my luck. Right. So now I'm going to follow around the edge here. And I wonder how many of you watching will remember. You're very welcome, Debbie. You take good care. And Yeah, I wonder how many will remember this class that I did or made this card themselves. I used to like doing like edged cards like this. I say flowers hanging off the edge, you know, it could be. There we go. Then, let's just give that a bit more of a press. I'm going to have to get this other card to be able to show you what the difference was, but there were little stripy red paper that went in under here. So we'll stick that in there. And then it was a very simple little card. And so we'll add a very simple little sentiment here. I mean, how quick and simple is that? And now we'll add a little sentiment in here. So which one are we going to go for on this one? We could do the hello there. That maybe that's what I should do, and then send it to Alison and go, remember this? Or a thank you, or like a long, either a long one. Hello there or thank you, I think. What do you reckon? Which would you like to see? Let's just see. I'm thinking of, so that would be not as thick as that, just a thin little thank you down there, with possibly, it might need the odd leaf going in here somewhere to just add to this. Maybe in there, like that. I love it. You're amazing with your ideas. Oh, bless you, Louise. Bless you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Right. Let's do both. Hello there. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do, let us do, actually, let's do that. Then I can do both, cut both, and we can see which we think is better. I'm sure I will use, I say I've got so many different ideas of what I could do with this set. It's almost crazy, actually. It's like, you know, I've got something else cut here that I could do another, but it is gone 10 o'clock now. But I might have another, so I'm going to have a play tomorrow. So maybe I'll create something else to go with it tomorrow. And then show it to you, like I did with, we'll do with this other one from last week, which worked out quite well. I'm quite pleased with it, actually. There you go. No problem, Julia, you take care. Oh, I will definitely show you. As I say, if I hadn't already had need to send that card, I would have it here to show you. But I have already taken the photos, and I might even put it on my blog tomorrow. So that you can see what that one was, and then I will create some more with this suite, this bundle, because I'm loving it, and the more I'm playing with it, the more I'm seeing, and I haven't even ventured into other techniques other than like stamp and punch and a bit of heat emboss and a bit of fussy cutting. You know, I could go on. You could sponge, you could resist, emboss resist, you know, so many different things that you could do with it. Yeah, it's quite endless really, but I can't do all of it in one night, so I just thought I would kind of show you a few things. Straight, yes, so I'm not entirely over it. Yeah, that could go in a lot tighter than that. Let's just pull that out there. There we go. You got me thinking now. Yeah, there's honestly so many ideas you could do with this, which you really could just sit and play with this suite and the papers for a very long time and not run out of ideas. Right, so we could, see, that looks quite heavy to me, or we could bring it down, or we could cut round like we did on the other one, or we could do, maybe this is what we do. Since that's what we did on the other one, I'm going to have to do that twice though. Do the hello there and do the fussy cut round the hello and the straight edge there. That's what we do, because that's what we did on that other card, and I think that would then work very nice as a trio of cards. So let's just do that. I like this idea. I often wonder how frequently I do actually order white embossing powder, and actually it's not as often as you think it would be. It really does last. You tend to overthink things. Do you know, I think we all can sometimes, and sometimes it is because we've got too many products out, too many ideas, and we can all go down that rabbit hole of looking for inspiration, whether it be on Pinterest and other people's blogs and things like that. We've all been there. And sometimes that can be your own worst enemy, because then all you see in your mind's eye is the cards that you've looked at, not the cards that you would create. So sometimes it's good to get inspiration in the sense of a layout, a colour theme, a fold, like a fun fold or something like that, but then try to then use your own interpretation. Otherwise you end up just almost recreating what someone else has done. So with this card, for instance, I've just quite simply gone back to something that I've made before, a very long time ago, and just giving it a modern twist. And that is it. That's all I'm doing with this. I like that little skinny bit at the end there. It's very loopy to go in and out. But yeah, I find sometimes if you, for instance, if you go on Pinterest, you get all these ideas and then you don't know where to start because you've got too many ideas. And that's what I say, sometimes the better thing to do is to have a sketch or an idea, a layout, a plan of action, limit your product of what you're going to use, and then set to work. I think I found your old blogger site. Oh, it is. It's still out there. It is. Lots of new things to look at. Yeah, it's still up there. I've often been thinking maybe I should be thinking about pulling that one down actually. You might even find this card on there. I mean, you could quite simply leave it at that. I feel maybe a flower might be quite nice to add to that. And then that be one flower. And that be it, really. A really simple I say I've really enjoyed just a punch. Something as simple as just using a punch. There we are. To be able to get the things created relatively simply, quickly. There's that. If that's some dimension, and we'll add that. I'm wondering whether to just do quite simply that. There's a lot less black on this one, but that's absolutely fine. What am I needing to stick down? I'm needing to stick down the leaf and the flower. Well, that's fairly wedged in place anyway. Let's give that a bit of dimension. Oh, you're all going to go and give hits to my old blog now. Make sure you double it up by giving a hit to my new blog. Let's just take that off. And oh yeah, that was I think that was around, that served me well for I think 5 years before I then had a complete branding overhaul, and I treated myself to my, well, that was when I kind of really named myself and yeah, went for a branding overhaul, got my logo sorted, and yeah, treated myself. I thought 5 years, and I think I have earned a good, I think I only need half of one of these, you know. Let's see. No, that's all right. I thought it was going to stick out. They're small, but sometimes they're not quite small enough. Yeah. I like this. Very simple. Very, very simple. There's that. Lots of us have old sets. Yeah, do you know, sometimes that's, you know, I do find myself very occasionally heading back there to look for things. And it is nice to have, to go back. And also, I like sometimes to go back and look at some of your early work, because then it can sometimes, when you're feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm become stagnant, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not trying something new, and you go back and you think, wow, look at that. Gosh, I think that was rubbish, and yet, you know, you've really come a long way. It's good to see. So, there we go. Let's... Really simple one. Really simple. That was our first one. And our second, lots of bright, bright, bold colours and strawberries, loads of vitamin C and goodness there. I absolutely love this stamp set. Well, stamp sets. So the sweet strawberry is the one that you can purchase. And the Berry Blessings, which comes with your designer series paper, is the one that you can get for free in Celebration with a £90 spend. And then the bundle, that and the punch, if I'm not mistaken, is something like £30, 50 pence, 30, just about £30 for that. Oh, here you go. Yeah, £30, 50 pence. for those. So there you go. 3 quite vibrant cards actually for me today. No soft muted colours. We've gone quite vibrant, but fun and juicy. Lucy. I am so pleased you like. I'm so pleased you like. Let's bring you round. But tomorrow I am going to have a play with the blackberries and that sort of thing. Because I've still got, I die cut earlier a little gold hoop. You could argue, why did I not use the actual gold hoops that we sell? I did it again. Did I lock up? I know my computer's locked up here. The gold, I've used this gold hoop because it was a bit bigger than the actual gold hoops that we sell. So I've got an idea with that one, which would blend nicely with these. And I've also got an idea with the blackberries that I want to give a try to. So very enjoyed tonight. Oh, you are welcome. Did you finish off your popcorn? And what flavour was your popcorn? I want to know. I like the... you're welcome, Chris. I like the... It's the sweet and salty. It's the 2 in the 1. That's my favourite one because it's like the best of both worlds. I'm not really into the sweet caramel ones. I do like the salty one, but I like the sweet salty. So you've got the best of both worlds there. So so hopefully you enjoyed that, and I've given you some inspiration of how you can lay your berries out tomorrow morning on your breakfast plate. Just salted. Yeah, see, I would choose that if I went to the cinema. I would go just salted. But yeah, I've locked up here. But yeah, bright colour. Bright on a dull day. Definitely. I'm so pleased you liked, and I will... you're very, very welcome. Looking forward to the gold stars. How many did you get? Was it 2? You all take care. It's been a lovely, fun evening with you all. Thank you. If I missed any questions or comments, I will go back and have a little look through when I get back into the house in the warm. Actually, it's not too cold in here at the minute. And then I've already set up. I will see you next week. I'm not sure what I'll do next week, but I will see you next week. So you take care of yourselves and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Valentine's Day. However you're spending that, because you may not be able to be with loved ones and what have you, but have a nice day anyway. And I will see you next week. Bye. Take care.